Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hill Valley Cities Skylines, Sunset Harbour, vanilla kind of. So let's fill in some of this area. Again, the outer parts are going to be high density, and this will help us reach that goal specifically. I think I want to mess around with some farm areas today, though, specifically. So I've never done farm areas in City Skylines, so you're going to watch as I watch. Like, we're about to learn together, both of us, all of us, specifically all the people that are new, like I am new. Ooh, there's gonna be some nice riverside houses, aren't they? Like, look at that house. Get to see all the fishing boats. Awesome. We got Grand City. We have some pretty good stuff. Nothing like major. The solar power plant's pretty big. We can replace our power plant with that one, but it looks like we have demand on everything. So let's get in some more commercial demand on that street here. And then we'll align it here. Let's actually add in there so that street gets some commercial. And then industrial, we're running out of space for industrial, and I don't want to zone a lot over there. So maybe this right here will be our farmlands. Beautiful. I like that. Oh, we could just, boom. We could come off right off this intersection here. One of the things that I've been really thinking about with this series is introducing some light mods. There will become a time, probably in the next 3 episodes, where I just reach the cap of the game's limitations, meaning that the goal is already set, right? We already have 2 million in the bank. We're already making 21K a month. We have 15,000 population. So there's going to become a time where it's kind of a crossroads in your city. That time is when I unlock the max amount of tiles. When that happens, this series will change. I will be upfront and honest with you. This series will definitely change to like a diet mod series. Again, I'm not going to do crazy mods. There probably won't be a lot of like unpractical mods or assets or things like that, but that's when we'll start getting mods that I suggest for a lighter computer. So if you don't have as strong of a computer, that's when I'll start suggesting them. And then sorry, you console players, it might get a little bit out of reach for you, but you can kind of still follow along with what we're doing. Okay, so let's step down like 2 here. Oh, it looks so funky. Okay, so we need a bridge to cross this way, and then we might do some development over here. Actually, let's throw in, while we're over here really quick, let's throw in some industrial. So what we were doing was we were going to connect this via a bridge, and I kind of want the bridge to curve. This has a train line too. That's cool. That's tricky because I don't want this bridge to be a focus at all. You know, let's go dirt road. Let's see what happens when we do a dirt road bridge. Can you bridge over with a dirt road? Yeah, you can. Cool. That's what we want. That looks okay. That's fine. Okay. So we have, let's create some farmlands right next to the train. So let's go. Let's turn that on. Grid snap always helps you. That's a good tip that I'll give you guys. Using the grid snaps to make sure cities look aligned and gorgeous. So now I just need to figure out farms. I think it's a specific specialization. So let's see. We got to go to our districts and areas, and then residential, office, commercial, and then industrial. So there's industrial farming. Sun-soaked plains and fertile lands are ideal for agriculture and grazing. Cool. Grazing. I said grazing. Okay, so let's determine an industrial area. Yeah, there's some fertile land here. That's cool. That was actually perfect because I didn't actually know if there was some. So that works out beautifully. And then we're going to designate this as maybe not. Okay. Oh, I need like a specialization building and all that stuff. Okay, let's go here. Farming industry. So we need a farming main building, which we'll put right there. Perfect. Now let's pause the game. Cool. So now this is very in-depth on specializations for your City Skylines industrial areas. So there was a DLC called City Skylines Industries. If you're interested, I will link an episode where I did farming there, and you guys can check that out. But there's a whole like thing to this, and we're gonna kind of paint over this the next few episodes so you guys can and kind of see how it works. It's really cool. I highly suggest, if you're playing this game, that you look into some of these DLCs, because this is one of the more intuitive DLCs that was released, and I actually really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. So okay, so industry, high estates. First, we have a main building, and so I believe we need to start off by getting some power here. And actually, we could just do like a wind turbine, and then draw it here, across the train tracks there, and then we'll get some pipe from the city here, just direct in, no rhyme or reason. Let's cover at least this first area with some water. Okay, we got our farm dialed in. My farm property. Oh, it looks good. That looks really good. Okay. So we got our farm nice in. I do want one of these silo grains. Okay, let's read a description for all this stuff. A simple grain silo used for storing farming industry raw materials, crops. Storage building can be placed outside the industry area. Oh, cool. So let's put one like right on the outside. Okay, cool. So we relocated our cornfields, and we officially have corn on this side of the property. So our main building is here when you roll in, right there. And then we have our corn on the other side. The mechanics of industries, like next episode, I'll have a little bit more information on how the industries DLC works. I know specifically you can have different specializations. And again, my other series, we really went specific on it. So check that out if you're curious. Okay, cool. So we have a bunch of cars that just spawn, and they're delivering architectural products to the silo. That's cool. Okay, what else are people doing? So these are all just trucks delivering to the small grain silo. That's cool. So let's see what happens when they get here. So let's click on here. So right now, storage is at 0 out of 300 tons. It's 0% full, and then a freight truck would come. That's cool. And then the storage mode's for empty, right? So depending on the storage mode, the warehouse will try to do one of the following things: balance, aim to keep the storage half full and half empty. Fill, aim to keep the storage full by acquiring the resources. Empty, aim to empty the storage by selling the resource. Results may vary depending on supply and demand for the resource. Awesome. So this is what we're going to do. And you guys are going to hate me for this, but we're leaving off right now. Make sure you tune in next episode to see what happens to this storage container. I'm curious. Like, I want to see what happens to this whole train of cars right over to this storage silo. And then make sure to tune in for the next episode when we complete the farm. We're going to fill it all the way in. This whole property will be filled in with just farmland, different crops, different specializations, different everything. We have our main farmhouse right there. It just looks amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching the latest episode of Cities Skylines Sunset Harbor, even though we're tackling some Cities Skylines Industries DLCs, but Sunset Harbor is the series. We're going to go through most everything that is in this DLC and other DLCs that you've seen. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.